were just going ahead.
This is the palace of the Oba of Lagos. You can see what is written. Erinjogunla, His Royal Highness Oba Rilwan Babatunde Oshola Aremu Akiolu. This was presented to him by the Right Honorable Mohad Garuba. This is serious. This is terrible. This is the main palace of the Oba of Lagos. You can see how this destruction is. Even all the artifacts are down. This palace at the moment looks like a war zone where another kingdom came to fight another kingdom. You know, those kind of kingdom versus kingdom war. This place is as if another kingdom came to take other people here to another place entirely. And then for that reason, everything must be brought down, shattered, destroyed, and broken. Even the seats broken. The pictures on the wall, everything broken. Here, in fact, both the documents, everything broken down, destroyed, including the table. Everything is shattered and destroyed. Now they're telling us that there is no camera filming here, so we have to stop filming.
That's fine, but
you know, even when they say no camera to film, we should find a way to report what we are seeing. This is what we've been facing, covering this disaster all this while. But here at the Oba's Palace, it's a total destruction. This is just like a war zone.
Yeah, one can see it's like a war zone. You know, before you mentioned it, it just looked to me like they were ransacking and looking for documents and papers. You know, before he said that even documents, you know, the whole place was strewn over the whole floor. You know, so it looked also like somebody was looking for some documents, and you're wondering what documents were they looking for. The glasses were broken, the car, see that SUV totally, almost totally destroyed. The glasses, the lights, the backlights, totally destroyed. What a havoc that these hoodlums have really gone out of their way to wreak on the Oba's Palace as well as some other places in Lagos. Look at that SUV, that Lexus SUV is almost totally destroyed. Like Ozzy was saying, shattered. Using the word shattered. Look at it. Look at the SUV. Glass is broken. And you know, like he was describing, it looked like something. It almost looked like a war. One kingdom was fighting another kingdom, and so this particular kingdom comes here, you know, attacks this kingdom and feels that the whole thing has to be brought down. I mean, the roof has to cave in, and that's what we're witnessing.
Sadly, if that was the case, perhaps we would not be this disgusted by what we're watching and what we're seeing. This was done by a few individuals who took laws into their hands, who felt they had the audacity, you know, to do what they did.
Okay, so I have the... Okay, so we have the council chairman of Lagos Island East here with us right now. So he'll tell us his name and then he'll give us a kind of recap of what transpired here.
Well, I'm Kamal Salah Bashua, chairman Lagos Island East. Well, this is the Circuit Palace of the Oba of Lagos, and as everybody can see, this is absolute desecration, and it's forbidden, it's abomination. But then it goes beyond just looting that you saw. I'm convinced, we are convinced, we are Lagosians, we are convinced that it's deeper than expected. But then the governor of the state is here for on-the-spot assessment, and investigation is on, and we believe that the matter will be unraveled.
So as the Lagos State, as the chairman of the Lagos Island here, where were you people, or what was happening when these boys or these hoodlums invaded this place?
Well, to my understanding, it was a simultaneous attack on institutions, both the Oba of Lagos Palace, the two council secretariats, and other institutions, including federal institutions. So it's happened simultaneously, so everybody could not be at a place at the same time. But then, as I see it, it goes beyond what we are saying. It's deep. Investigation has to be done to unravel the truth. That's exactly what we are saying now.
Okay. Thank you very much. So that is the council chairman of the Lagos Island here. And, okay. Sorry. Ma'am, please come over.
The council chairman there. Please. Saying that this was a coordinated attack. It was not just about Oba's palace alone.
Okay, ma'am. So from what you've seen so far, you just tell us the name of who you are.
I don't know my name, so put it there. I've made a real picture of Lagos. Yes.
So from what you've seen so far, what can you make out of this?
I think it was just a deliberate effort to strike in the heart of the kingdom of Lagos. And it's all, they are just joking. We're here to stay. We have made homes for everybody to be successful. And if they want to show this kind of ingratitude, our ancestors will fight for us. Almighty God will give us victory over them.
So is there any next line of action?
Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of the perpetrators, to find out the perpetrators of this crazy action. And the governor has promised that they will leave no stone unturned to get to the bottom of this. And the perpetrators will be dealt with. But I can also assure them that they are our ancestors, that they have dishonored, that they have desecrated. We also deal with them.
Thank you, Erelu.
Thank you.
All right, that was the Erelu.
She's Erelu of Lagos. Of Lagos.
Well, you're watching live scenes from
that
the...
is Princess Sherifat Dosumu Erelu of Lagos. Princess Sherifat Dosumu Erelu of Lagos.
Right, like Ozil said, they're the Erelu of Lagos and the council chairman, both of them making the same kind of, the same kind of statement that these attacks were not just off the mark attack, they were coordinated, that it happened simultaneously, the Oba and other institutions in Lagos State, that's what they are saying. I'm quoting what they said, so that it's a coordinated attack. One would begin to ask, because she said, of course, they won't go scot-free, investigation has to be done. And one was going to ask, okay, how would they start the investigation? What are their plans? What are they going to, where are they going to look? Who are they going to ask? To be able to get to the root of this incident, and then get the people that committed this dastardly act to pay for their acts of vandalism.
Indeed. And just reiterating what I had said about not just rebuilding, but ensuring that there are consequences for actions to serve as deterrents for others. And I'm glad that the Erelu of Lagos, Princess Sherifat, had just mentioned that as well. If you're just joining us, you're watching live scenes from the palace of the Oba of Lagos that was desecrated, vandalized a couple of days ago, when the state witnessed wanton destruction across the state. Oziokoli is on ground. The governor, his deputy, members of the executive council are on this tour of the state for an eyewitness, account, on the spot assessment of this
extent of damage
done to the state.
It's very, like I said earlier on, very disheartening, very heart-wrenching. I'm wondering, actually, because, he was asking a council chairman something like, how did this come about? And I wanted to know, I would want to know, were they informed beforehand that these people were coming? Because apparently the Oba was not there. Looks like the staff were not there. The people that lived in the palace apparently were not there when this attack occurred. So one would want to know, did they get a prior information by broadcast houses will be attacked? People that go about to give you the information you need, like we are here. Why broadcast houses were attacked, like the TVC, the Nation's newspapers, all in Lagos. And I think some point even the Channels television went off air, but they weren't attacked. You know.
According to the International Press Council, their security guards were attacked, and so they had to evacuate staff for a bit, but they were back when the situation was cleared. There was a press statement as regards that from the Press Council on what happened. But again, Indy, you're correct, because it's difficult to fathom what exactly was behind these attacks, because when you look at it, there seems to be no correlation. I mean, the NPA, the bus terminal, government institutions. Yesterday, our senior correspondent. Let's listen in. The governor seems to be having a conversation.
He was speaking in Yoruba. I'm sure that Ozzy will get us the...
All right, so what they were saying is that in Yoruba is that Ile Oba Toju, meaning that when Oba Palace is born, definitely something new must come to pass somehow.
I'm waiting for Ozzy to make a literal translation to that, because Ile Oba Tojo, that's the house of traditional ruler that gets born.
Ewa Lobusi means when a king's palace is burnt, that means more goodies is coming.
Exactly.
Something what's
more than what was
something
lost.
Really good.
Or you can then refer to the experience of Job after he lost all the things, he got better.
We have a whole lot of crowd who are cheering and raising their hands up. And we're advancing to meet with this crowd here on the streets of the palace. They are shouting. There's a barricade already, and probably the governor will likely talk to them and address them. And they are telling them to... So we've been told not to film this particular scene, and for that reason, we are following protocols.